You're watching Retirement Talk with Eric Kearney, Southwest Florida's retirement television. He's an author, a radio host, a fiduciary, and Southwest Florida's premier investment advisor. Here is Senior Investment Advisor Eric Kearney.
Hello and welcome to Retirement Talk with Eric Kearney. I'm Wendy Falk and I'm here with Eric Kearney. How are you, Eric?
I'm great, Wendy. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be back.
Of course. A little bit different this time, right?
I know. We're in the studio.
That's
we
right.
usually are at Rum Runners or someplace outside in Southwest Florida, aren't we?
Right. We're usually talking a little bit about lifestyle, but during this past year, things have been a little bit more different. So we're kind of taking a different approach to this because before the markets have been doing very well, and now they're not doing so well. And now we see that there's a lot of people suffering out there. So we kind of wanted to change the tone a little bit and really go through a process, because people are now more than ever looking for a process, and people want a solution, and they're realizing that they have to take their retirement more seriously. So yes. I appreciate us doing it this way.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about, and the world has changed greatly.
Yeah.
It's changed for people in so many ways.
Yeah.
In their lifestyle, in their financial life.
Right.
And that's what you have always done such a great job at Retirement Wealth Advisors. Tell me how this has impacted your business and how you're helping your clients navigate through this difficult time.
Yeah, so Wendy, we've been through this time and time again. We went through the tech bubble. We went through 9/11. We went through multiple corrections in the market, pullbacks in the market. You have 2008 that crippled a lot of people. And even as late as December of 18, you saw where the market pulled back and there really wasn't a good reason for it. Now all of a sudden you had this new thing called the coronavirus, and it's absolutely crippling the entire world. And the other thing is that you're seeing all these businesses, how fragile they are. You see where Hertz is actually filing for bankruptcy, AMC Theaters. You have all these companies that are filing for bankruptcy, and you see, again, how fragile they are, that they really can't even make it through a 4 to 6 week period without having that daily cash flow. And so we see all these companies that are pulling back and going into bankruptcy, and now all of a sudden people are seeing how fragile their own retirement is.
Yes.
And they're seeing, okay, Eric, you've talked about a plan, a full comprehensive financial plan. You talked about an income plan. We talked about all that before, and it falls on deaf ears because when the market is going up, we don't really pay attention to it.
That is
now
so true.
all of a sudden that the market is folding, people are like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I need a process. And that's where people are finally coming to us and they're like, okay, Eric, now I know that I need a process in place. The interesting thing about this year is that people have been terrified about their health, right?
Yes.
And when you think about their health, when we get sick or we get ill, the first thing that we do is we go to the doctor's office and we want a very thorough analysis.
Yes.
And if that doctor's office doesn't give us a very thorough analysis, we're kind of second guessing their opinion, right?
Sure.
And now all of a sudden people are realizing that they want their health to have a very thorough analysis. Now they're realizing I want my wealth to have a thorough analysis. And so now they're coming to me because they want a process, and people value processes over outcomes. Without a process, you don't understand the outcome. And so now people are willing to go through that thorough analysis and go from stem to stern with their portfolio, and they want to invest the time and actually do that. And so that's made a crucial difference for us. Even in a good bull market run, even in a down market, we actually get a lot busier in a down market. So with these markets crumbling right now, we've had a lot of solutions for our current clients and also potential clients we're being referred to left and right, because now all of a sudden they want something different. They're tired of not having their goals and objectives taken care of. And quite frankly, they're tired of advisors not having 100% focus on their goals and objectives. And so now all of a sudden they want to enter into a financial relationship with an advisor, and really that's what they're seeking.
But Eric, I know that you and your staff at Retirement Wealth, you operate like this all of the time. This
Yeah.
particular crisis has not changed how you do business with your clients. You're in touch with them all of the time. You put them through a process, and that's why people come to you, isn't it?
It is, because when all of this first started, the planning team, so we have different sides to our firm. We have a financial planning team that heads up financial plans, that heads up income plans. So the very first thing that when all this started falling apart was I went to the planning department and I said, okay, I want every single financial plan updated. I want every single income plan updated. We contacted every single client. We went through their plan and we said, look, we've already planned for a bad year and you're still going to be okay. We're going to have to tweak the portfolio a little bit, but you're still going to be okay. Our clients, what I've seen is that our clients are logging more into their financial plan and their income plan online. They can go into their own private portal and they can still see, even when the market drops, I'm still going to be okay. And they understand that by going through that process, they're still going to be okay in the long run. So the bottom line is that a lot of people are making very short-term decisions with long-term capital. We don't do that through the financial planning process. We do have to plan for right now, but we also have to plan for 10, 15, 20, and 25 years, and we're doing that. So the thing is that the financial planning team takes care of that. They're updating everything, and then all of a sudden it comes to their investments. And we've already morphed into a different investment strategy right now due to the markets, and we've always done this.
Yes.
But you're right, Wendy, this is what we do every single day. No matter if the market's going through the roof or the market's tanking, we have to be at the very tip of that, always allowing our clients to know exactly where they stand financially. That's the financial relationship that they're looking for. They're looking for us to say, you're going to be okay. We've taken care of this. We're not being reactive. We have always been proactive.
Yes.
And that is what people are searching out right now. And so while we've taken care of all of our clients and they're all up to date, we have plenty of time to take on new clients right now, because we've put them through a process. And I do want to reach out to my staff and say thank you so much for doing such a great job. You guys have been absolutely tremendous. And I'll tell you, everybody that has been working almost 7 days a week through this whole entire thing, thank you so much. And I know that my clients have been reaching out to them and they've been very grateful. So like I said, when times get tough, we've got to step up to the plate, and I think that we've done that.
Oh, most definitely. Well, Eric, let's take a couple of minutes to look at this beautifully done booklet that you have written, The Portfolio Recovery Strategy.
Right.
The pictures are absolutely amazing. They were all taken in Southwest Florida. It's going to make a lot of people want to move down there.
That's for sure.
Eric, tell me a little bit about this and what prompted you to write this beautiful booklet.
So this booklet actually started with us back after 9/11, and I realized that people were making a lot of poor decisions, very irrational decisions. And I was early in the business back then, but I realized that we had to create a portfolio recovery strategy. And so this was actually brought up back in 2001, and we wrote that for our clients back then, and we've updated ever since then. And when people go through this and they read this, like, how do I actually get my portfolio to recover through a horrible time like this? They're actually seeing things in there. They're like, I've never been presented that. I've never been told that.
Right.
I've never had this done for me. And so people are realizing all of the missing parts that go into financial planning. And so it's easy for you to make money when the markets go up, but when they crumble, what happens then? Who is at my side? Who is there to get me out of the hole? Because quite frankly, Wendy, and I've said this for a long time, this whole industry is ripe for disruption. There's a lot of inadequate advisors out there that are just licensed salespeople. They know nothing about how to manage money. And so the thing is that we have billions of dollars with people that truly don't know how to manage money. And so now when the markets are tumbling, they're just hoping that the markets come back. Well, let me tell you something. When you have this coronavirus and you could have a second round of infections, and then you have an election year coming up, you're going to have nothing but volatility. You better have somebody at the wheel who actually knows how to manage money. And that's what we've realized about this industry. And so the portfolio recovery strategy, when your advisor's hiding underneath their desk and not returning your calls, we're actually out in the forefront saying, look, we've already done this book for you, and we've had this out now for 3 months,
Yes.
right? And so this is, people can actually go on our website, erickearneyadvisor.com, and actually download a copy of this. And it's been very helpful for a lot of people.
Yes.
And this is actually what saved a lot of people's retirements right here.
Most definitely. Well, Eric, let's take this opportunity. I know you have a special offer for the first 10 callers that will call in.
Right.
The phone lines are open. It's 1-800-779-1942. So, Eric, tell our first 10 callers what you're going to offer them.
So if you've never had a second opinion or you're interested in a portfolio recovery strategy, give us a call. We're going to take the next 10 callers who are interested in that financial plan. It's a $1,500 value. There's no obligation. It's fully complimentary, and this is what you're going to get. We're going to go through all the reports, the fee reports, the Morningstar reports, a tax analysis, maybe a volatility analysis. Let's see where that plan takes you. Let's see where that plan leads you. What we want to do is get you reacquainted with your portfolio. If you're interested in your very own income plan, we'll show you proven strategies and techniques to turbocharge your retirement income. Overall, what we want to do is, again, reintroduce you to your portfolio and see how we can make that change. Give us a call today.
We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more retirement talk with Eric Kearney.
What does your retirement look like? Is it filled with travel, spending time with family, uninterrupted rounds at the golf course? Or are you too worried to even think about your hopes and dreams?
Questions about your retirement are normal. So come into our office, sit down with us, and let us help you find those answers.
Eric and his team can answer your questions with a complimentary review of your retirement and income plan, and it all starts with getting to know you.
We specialize in helping people just like you prepare for the retirement that they've always dreamed of.
They'll do exactly that by going over your current strategy to expose the weaknesses that may exist in your retirement portfolio. Plus, they'll explain potential risks and possible strategies to you in easy-to-understand terms and help get you reacquainted with your portfolio and income strategy.
What I enjoy most about retirement planning is sitting down with you and having real conversations about your retirement dreams and goals.
Once they understand your retirement goals, objectives, and dreams, they'll work to custom build a retirement plan to help ensure that you cannot outlive your income in retirement.
Retirement doesn't have to be scary. Let us help you retire confidently.
Because every dream needs a plan. Call Eric today and schedule your visit. You only retire once, so let's get it right the first time.
Thanks for joining us again. I'm Wendy Falk, and I'm back here with Eric Kearney on Retirement Talk with Eric Kearney. Eric, good to be back with you again.
Good to be back, Wendy.
Eric, let's take this opportunity to answer a few questions. Have you answer a few questions that we have. We've gotten these from viewers, and I know a lot of people are in need of a lot of guidance and advice at this point in time. So let's start with this one. What would be a safe amount of money we can withdraw from our portfolio with little risk of running out of money? How would you advise somebody on that at this point in time?
Right. So right now, there's being horrible advice given out there right now. I'm having potential clients come in and their advisors telling them, we need to stay super conservative. The problem with that is, while you want to remain conservative short term, you certainly don't want to do that long term. And so the problem is there will be some point where the market recovers and you really have to be there for that. And so how do you safely withdraw your income should be written into an income plan. And that income plan has several different scenarios going. And Donna Crone is my financial planner. She does a tremendous job letting people know where your streams of income are coming from and why. The other thing is that you can understand what your rate of return has to be, but more importantly, the average person has 7 streams of income in retirement. It's important that when the market goes down and we actually lose value in one account, we can actually turn off that account and actually seek out another account to pull income from. One thing in my book is that we always write, never pull assets from depreciated assets, always pull from appreciated assets.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of times where we're making really big mistakes, very long-term mistakes with our money, and we realize that actually we're depleting an account. You never want to try to deplete an account.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to go through with the income plan and making sure that we're covering all their goals and objectives as well as their income needs, factoring in that inflation and making sure that no matter what happens, the client is going to be okay. And so this is what's very calming to a lot of people right now, because they'll say to me as they leave the conference room, I've never had this done before. No one's ever told me this before. You know, and that makes me feel good, but it also makes me feel bad for, you know, the millions of people out there who really don't have that income plan. So there's a lot of answers that will come from the actual income plan, and really that's what we're doing the most of in the past couple of months.
Yeah, I've been in the office on numerous occasions when people are in the conference room, and sometimes they enter for new clients. They enter and they're like, oh, you can tell they're a little freaked out. But once they go in there and you talk with them and you talk to them about the plan and how you're going to diversify their portfolio and, you know, give them guaranteed income when they retire, you can see like they are calm. They just breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, there's a funny thing about investment behavior. People will come in kind of closed up, and you know they're kind of like sitting back in the seat, and they're kind of just like they don't really want to have eye contact with me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And I understand how they feel. They're very overwhelmed, right? And a lot of people, the way that we were raised with money, they feel differently about money.
Yes.
Some people were raised poor. Some people were raised with a lot of money. Some people were controlled with money. Some people have worked hard for money and have lost their money.
Yes.
So there's all different kinds of emotions, and we don't know what that is in the first meeting. So again, as we put them through the process, the same process that everyone gets, they realize this isn't so bad. And it's actually answering all the questions that I don't really want to ask.
Yeah.
Because when we come in there, they're like, I don't want to seem stupid, right?
Right.
And we don't want to make anyone feel stupid. We truly care about them being financially successful.
Yes.
And I'm passionate about that. Like when I work with someone, within reason, I want to make sure that we're committed to all of their goals and objectives. And you know, Wendy, being in Southwest Florida is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful area. It's about lifestyle. And that's one thing that our clients don't want to lose.
No.
Is right. It's about family and their lifestyle and just being able to do that, because we've all worked very hard for that. Right. And when you have a market or a year like this, it's a completely different time frame for people, and this is really where they want answers from us.
And you are so right about losing the lifestyle. I think this particular crisis that we have been in has shown people how much of their lifestyle is lost.
Right.
I mean, we know being in Southwest Florida, going to the beach is part of most of ours. We at least go once a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And we haven't been able to do that.
Right.
We haven't been able to go out to dinner. We have amazing restaurants. It's just totally impacted everyone's life.
Right.
So I think it's made people really think about what's important. If they hadn't thought about how important their lifestyle is, it's really made people think about how important it is now.
I agree, and I think that that's the biggest common denominator that people have. They're like, okay, Eric, you know, I've already painted my bedroom, I painted my living room.
Cleaned the closet.
Yeah, cleaned the closets. I mean, you know, went through everything. I even went through my pantry myself. You know?
That was
Amazing.
probably a job.
Right. So, but now people are like, okay, second
what do I
thing,
do now?
Yeah, I want to focus on my retirement.
Yeah.
So we've been writing a lot of, and it's been people that have gone back up to the Northeast, and we're still doing a lot of Zoom meetings. We're doing virtual meetings.
Right.
FedEx, UPS, we're sending out paperwork. We're doing DocuSign. It's business as normal. It's a little different, but we're still moving money. And I'll tell you, and everybody says, hey, I'm going back up Northeast, but I still need this taken care of. And so again, with a portfolio recovery strategy, that has been very welcomed in this market.
Yes.
It's always been there,
Right.
but people never really paid attention to it.
Things
right?
were good. They were like,
things were good.
we don't need to recover. We're fine.
Right. I tell them, hey, we got this portfolio recovery. We don't need
We don't need that.
Right.
What else you got?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just, but that's the nice thing about my firm. I think that we have enough tools, plenty of tools that we can pull out. And I think that we're very well armed, where a lot of firms really don't know what to do right now. Because like I said, when you're spoiled by a 10 and 11 year bull market run, this is easy. You just
Yes.
sit behind your desk,
Yeah.
right? But we always have to be prepared. And I'll tell you, again, when the markets go down, we come out and we have every tool at our disposal and we're ready to implement those.
Well, Eric, let's take this opportunity. We're going to open the phone lines up again, 1-800-779-1942. Eric, share with our viewers what you're going to offer the first 10 callers that call in.
Sure. If you've never had a financial plan, you're interested in a second opinion, or you're concerned about your portfolio and you'd like a portfolio recovery strategy, give us a call today. We're going to take the next 10 callers and we're going to give you a full comprehensive financial plan. We're going to write a full income plan. We're going to run all the reports for you. We want to reintroduce you and get you reacquainted with that portfolio. We're going to run all the reports for you, the fee reports, the Morningstar reports, volatility analysis, maybe even a tax analysis. Again, we're going to get you reacquainted with that portfolio. If you're interested in your very own income stream, we'll create an income portfolio that will turbocharge all of your income. This is proven in the past. We've done this with all of our clients. We'll provide that to you as well. Give us a call today, 1-800-779-1942.
We're looking forward to your call, and we'll be back after this short break.
What does your retirement look like? Is it filled with travel, spending time with family, uninterrupted rounds at the golf course? Or are you too worried to even think about your hopes and dreams?
Questions about your retirement are normal. So come into our office, sit down with us, and let us help you find those answers.
Eric and his team can answer your questions with a complimentary review of your retirement and income plan, and it all starts with getting to know you.
We specialize in helping people just like you prepare for the retirement that they've always dreamed of.
They'll do exactly that by going over your current strategy to expose the weaknesses that may exist in your retirement portfolio. Plus, they'll explain potential risks and possible strategies to you in easy-to-understand terms and help get you reacquainted with your portfolio and income strategy.
What I enjoy most about retirement planning is sitting down with you and having real conversations about your retirement dreams and goals.
Once they understand your retirement goals, objectives, and dreams, they'll work to custom build a retirement plan to help ensure that you cannot outlive your income in retirement.
Retirement doesn't have to be scary. Let us help you retire confidently.
Because every dream needs a plan. Call Eric today and schedule your visit. You only retire once, so let's get it right the first time.
Thanks for staying with us. Eric, it's good to be back. You know, Eric, before we went on break, we were talking about some questions that we've had from viewers.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with this one. What is this? Nope, sorry, I messed up. I think I asked you that one before we went to break. How should my investment portfolio be allocated in retirement?
So this is a big question that we get a lot of times. Eric, is my portfolio allocation correct? The bottom line, Wendy, is I've been doing this long enough and I tutored underneath a money manager. So I learned how to manage money, which is a huge difference than just being a licensed salesperson.
Yes.
We understand standard deviation, we understand Sharpe ratio, beta, alpha, and we actually educate our clients about that. So it's the inner workings of the portfolio that people really want to know. There's so many people that are focused on rate of return. That's the end result of solid, good, quality ingredients in a portfolio. And people don't realize that. They just want the end result. I'll have people that call me up and they say, hey, Eric, I'm Tom, and what was your rate of return last year? I don't know, Tom. Like, they're all different, right? It depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
The point is that everybody's chasing performance. We don't do that. We never have. Our performance has been stellar, I will say that, but the thing is that we're providing financial planning and we're making sure that that client is going to have their lifestyle.
Yes.
The number one benchmark that anyone should have is to be meeting their own personal goals and objectives and their income needs. It's not the S&P 500, it's not peer performance, it's not the latest fad. And so a lot of people, again, are being very reactive and we're trying to be proactive. And so, again, what happens is everybody wants to know what the secret allocation in their retirement is. I don't know. You have to come in and go through the process. And what I always say on the radio show is purpose determines placement. You've heard me say that a million times,
A whole
right?
lot.
So if you really think about it, it's three simple words, but purpose determines placement. We first have to figure out what your purpose is to determine the placement of your money.
Yes.
And too many times people are going into an advisor's office and they're saying, what investments do you have? And the advisor will say, oh, I can give you a better portfolio. But in 1 to 2 years, if they didn't really consider the purpose of their money, then they're questioning themselves all over again, where am I? Where our clients are, again, instead of looking at their investments all the time, because a lot of times people base the success of their retirement based on their portfolio value. Well, that's going to change, and I tell everybody that right up front. My clients are logging into the financial plan and the income plan because purpose determines placement. So everybody's worried about allocation, but that's really the last thing that comes in the mix. Any good financial planner is going to put you through the planning process and determine where that money is going to and what its purpose is.
And that's what you do so well at Retirement Wealth Advisors. You put them through the process, you help them figure out, what they're going to need in retirement, do the proper investments. You have Donna who does the financial planning, and Autumn with the concierge service.
Right.
You all make such an amazing team.
I appreciate that, Wendy. And the thing is about this year, as I've noticed, is we are working with people that are serious about their finances. And we really, if somebody cancels their first appointment, we don't call them back. And what we're saying is we are super busy. And so Donna is spending 10 to 12 hours writing a financial plan.
Yes.
So if somebody's not serious about their finances, we're not really interested in working with them. And so our firm is really getting not picky, but we want to make sure that you're a good fit for us, just like we're a good fit for you.
Sure.
And so again, you got to remember you're entering into that financial relationship with that person. And again, my clients want that long process. They're not jumping the gun saying, hey, what's your performance? What's my allocation going to look like? And they really do appreciate processes over outcomes.
Eric, we just have a very short period of time left. I'd like to direct our viewers to Eric's website. It's beautifully done and very informative. Eric, let's talk a little bit about what complimentary service you're going to provide to the first 10 callers that call in.
Yeah, so what we're looking to do is there's a lot of people out there that are seeking out a second opinion, looking for a portfolio recovery strategy, and that's really what we're looking to do. So please give us a call. We're going to take the next 10 callers. If you're serious about your finances, this is a great time to do that. So please give us a call at 1-800-779-1942.
Thank you for joining us on Retirement Talk with Eric Kearney. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a great retirement and a great day as well.